We got snow. I also got my Swatch, the knitter and crocheter's worst nightmare for keeping their shit sized correctly. It's also sweater weather. Hi, Christine here. I said the S word. There's snow, sweater weather is here, and swatches. Let's go. Today I'm in the tunnel that has 3 names on the trail, on the Montour trail to be exact. This is one of the tunnels that they're trying to keep open year-round, even though if you can hear in the background there's a lot of water and it's not that cold outside and not frozen up yet. So yes, it's January, snow's expected here, which is a good thing. Sweater weather because of snow, and as you know, I've now been motivated with this snow to make a sweater. And if you don't have a lot of time or you don't think you can do a sweater, that's why I'm doing a top-down one, which I could spend hours on Ravelry and look for patterns, and I still have not found one that I wanted, to be honest. So I'm going to modify one, because I'm not going to use the same yarn that they did. Trying to get gauge, and gauge matters, and that's why we're going to swatch. So let's show you the swatch.
Can you hear that? There's a woodpecker somewhere.
So yes, I did bring my swatch out. And since I'm going to be knitting in the round, there's a difference between swatching for knitting flat versus knitting in the round. I'm not going to go too much into it here, but I just wanted to show you what I was swatching and how I'm swatching it. It's almost like it looks like a mess from behind, but the reason for this is every knit and purl stitch that you do, you might have a different gauge. So this mimics knitting in the round, which will give you a truer gauge for when knitting in the round, so that you're not off sizing in your pattern. So how do I do that? Well, it's almost like knitting a trying to find the word for it. Wait for it. A I-cord. That's the word I'm looking for. So I just cast it on some stitches and I leave enough that I can just start knitting like as if I was doing an I-cord, but leaving that tail very long. I'm trying to show you this. And you just repeat that and just keep sliding it back, just like you would a typewriter, keeping the front of your work facing you and not turning back and forth. And it does matter when you're knitting in the round versus knitting in the flat to find your gauge. So like I said, if you're knitting a sweater, you're not having your gauge off. And if you're a sock knitter or a shawl knitter, you can knit a sweater too. Don't be daunted by that. Try top down. They're easy, they're fun, they go fast, believe it or not. Yeah, I know there's some structural differences between a top down and a seamed one. So here I am at the end again, and all I do is keeping my work in front of me, flipping it back, and then I'd keep a loop and start all over again. And that's how you swatch for knitting in the round. I hope you're staying motivated in 2019. Keep the bad negative thoughts out of your head. Keep on plugging those positive thoughts you'll plug away at all your projects. You'll get more done. My motto for 2019 is do more and work harder and smarter to get through everything that I want to accomplish in this year. And the studio, even though I really wanted to give a sneak peek in this video of what progress I've made, keeping it under wraps for now. I need some paint and some trim, scrub it up, furniture up, and you'll be in there with me. We'll do some tutorials. Sorry with the swatching on this video, it's a little backwards, but I think you get the gist. There's tons of videos out there that show it. There's also tutorials if you're not into watching a ton of videos that, you know, explain it out. Pearl Soho is one that has a written out via pictures that you can easily follow along on how to swatch for knitting in the round. And I'll see you in the next one. Please like this if this is something that you do, and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified for the next one. I'll see you in the next one.